Okay, welcome to the second installment of the RPG KILLA. Yeah, it's on. It's on. Okay, guys, so this is Mr. Raven Death again. I never got a chance to really tell you guys anything about me, and I never got a chance to tell you about the secret in Final Fantasy VII that ain't in the books. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a roofer. I got a fiance. Just to clarify the air, I'm not no wimp. I might be a little bit of a dork deep down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm a roofer. I hear a bunch of people talking bad about, oh, you ain't got no wife because you play video games all the time. That is what I grew up on. You know, in my era, I was born in '77, so you gotta figure I played them all. And if you guys ever find out, or know about it, or ever played it, let me know too. TurboGrafx 16. I missed that system. It only came out for a couple months, maybe 6 months, but it didn't last too long. They only came out with like 15 games for it or something. Okay, now the secret in Final Fantasy is kind of hard for me to explain. Final Fantasy VII, remember this. Anyone who's ever played it and beat it would know what I'm talking about. Once you get to the ice plains and you get in this certain ice cave that's just ice, and it looks real cool, if you go by the book, it says just to keep going. And it only looks like a path that keeps going straight. Now, it ain't the cave where Shiva's in. I think it's Shiva. I'm not too sure. It's been a long time. It is another cave that actually gets you on with the story. I think it's past that. I think. It's been a long time, and I ain't got the book or game, so... But you'll see a room that's all ice. And it looks real cool. Looks kind of like it swirls. Now, hug the right-hand side of the screen as you're walking. It'll be towards the beginning of the screen where you started. And you're moving towards the back. Hug the right-hand side. You'll automatically just, like, start running in this tube that you couldn't see. But you'll see your guy through the ice running. Keep on going, and you will find the hidden ribbon in the book. I mean, in the game that the book don't even say. I do know a whole bunch more, but I don't think we got time to get into it. Plus, I ain't got my game or my book to even clarify it. This one I actually remember totally. But I got a pretty good amount of role-playing games. Anyone that's into RPGs will love this, what I will show you. But I wanted to show you guys this very beautiful day out today. Hi, 80. Real nice. There's some flowers behind me and stuff. Luckily, the neighbors, they gave me this swing, so that's always good. Nice people. But, just keep on tuning in, and I guarantee you, you get to see some crazy stuff and hear some stuff you probably didn't hear, because I've been on the net all last night, and I didn't see nothing about what I said about the ribbon. I've seen all this other crap, but they were using Game Genies and cheating. To me, that ain't really playing, but, you know, to each his own. I mean, some games are too hard, like my son, he's 7, he's having hard times playing some of the games, and I gotta pretty much walk him through it, but gotta learn somehow, I guess, you know. Okay, people, I will return with some goodies later. Okay, guys, I'm going to start with the PS1 games. I probably ain't even going to do the Sega or the Super NES or none of that, because I only got a very few role-playing games on there, but I'll let you know what I got. As far as role-playing games, I have Final Fantasy III for Super Nintendo, and Final Fantasy for Nintendo and stuff like that. But here, what I wanted to show you was I already showed you Dragon Warrior 7 and all that stuff. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy Chronicles, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy Anthology, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 8, Legend of Dragoon. That's just my PS1 games. I used to have a whole bunch, man. It stinks being poor. It really does. I had to sell all my stuff to a pawn shop and, ironically, get most of it back from pawn shops. But spend like quadruple the money, of course. Okay, and I want you guys to, if I'm doing a top 10 all-time favorite RPG games, if you have 10. If not, just do the top RPG games, add a few fighting ones in there, stuff like that, because I enjoy fighting ones, shooters, you know, stuff like that. I just don't really care much for sports, but that's me. I like playing sports instead of playing it on video games, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But yeah, that is it. Your favorite top 10 games of all time. Hopefully role-playing games, but a lot of people ain't played 10 role-playing games. You know, but yeah, send it in. Comment to my channel. Do all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you the PS2 games. Dark Cloud, not too good. But it's got its own feel. You can make your own towns. All that good stuff. The Mark of Cry, I never really got into it too much. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Baldur's Gate 2, oh yeah, I should have one too. Them are good games. Baldur's Gates are always good games. Definitely always good games. Yep, and here's the first one. Yes, very good. Ark of Lad, different stuff. End of Darkness, I mean. And Ark of Lad, Twilight of the Spirit. They're kind of slow games, but they're real good RPGs. Anyone that enjoys RPGs will like it. Drakengard, I like the game, but I keep getting stuck on certain spots. Man, it can be difficult. Man, this is a weird game. Warriors Might and Magic. That's kind of difficult too, but only because of the way you walk around and stuff. Here's one of my... I like this. It's a funny game. The Bard's Tale. If you like smack talking, jokes, and some funny stuff, yeah, you'll like that. Oh yeah, and a lot of killing. You'll like that. Here's a good part of the series I like. Shining Force Neo. Hack and slash role-playing game. Can level up to 200. Very interesting. I liked it. It was very good. But Shining Force EXA, oh man, it just broke the bar. It stepped it up another level. Here's a game that I thought would stink, but ended up being excellent. Hey, for real. Rogue Galaxy. This is a good role-playing game. I was very surprised. Even the movement and everything, and to where you have to go back and forth to get stuff and get different keys. It reminded me of Dragon Quest VIII, but a futuristic, souped-up version. Dynasty Warriors is always good. Dynasty Warriors 6 is better. It was a good game. Okay, here's a good trash-talking role-playing game that you can level up to 10,000. Soul Nomad. Man, that dude cusses like a sailor at the beginning, but it's a good game. It's kind of hard, and it's movement-based stuff is kind of different because it's just one square at a time like Tactics, but anyone who's played Tactics and liked it would probably get into this. It don't look like Tactics, but it looked good. Odin Sphere. This is a pretty good game, and it's unique, and it's artistic at that. Good role-playing game for anyone who ever wanted it. As far as shooter role-playing games, Dirge of Cerberus is always a good one. It's kind of action-packed, and I like some of the moves that he does. Very interesting. I like it. Okay. Here's a good one. This is a Shadow of the Colossus. It's a role-playing game, but it's far more than that. The adrenaline rush you get from just climbing these giant beasts and stabbing them in their weak spots and gaining different weapons and new abilities for beating them. Very interesting. I liked it. And it is challenging. Okay, on to another one. Star Ocean. Till the End of Time. I never really got into this game much. I did get kind of far. It just seemed, it was a good role-playing game, but it just seemed a little slow for my taste. Like, you had to run back and forth a lot for bogus stuff. It wasn't even worth it. And here's one of my all-time favorite games that would probably be on the top 10 list, Dragon Quest VIII. Very good game. If you got the earlier ones, it had the demo of Final Fantasy XII on the inside. So that is a good game. Here is a strange game, but a very good one. Notice I got the cover this way instead of the regular way. That's what the original. I thought it was a legend, but Mana Kame, Alchemist of Alrevis. Yeah, I can't even say it. But it is very interesting, because anyone who has played Outlier or any of that stuff would know. Definitely would know. Okay, it's a good game. In fact, someone's got my Outlier, and I will get it back. Or do they? Did I set it out here? No. Phantom Brave is made by the same company who made Soul Nomad. Wait, yes. Soul Nomad. You can level up to 10,000. This game is a little bit harder, believe it or not. Soul Nomad, you've got to beat the game like 20 times to soup your stuff up real good. But this game is a little bit different. I never actually beat it, but I'm working on it. Now here's a strange game. Demon Stone. It's a good game, but you have to use your teammates wisely. It can be difficult. Okay. Okay, on with another one, Area 51. This is a decent shooter role-playing game. The only problem I even had with it, because the graphics are real good for PS2, and the playability is real good too, and the weapons and everything, it's just that they didn't diversify on the creatures a whole bunch. Like, through the whole beginning of the game, it's the same dudes. Although they can shoot and stuff like that, it just seemed different. And then when you got the little spider dudes coming after you, it's hard to kill them all before they jump you. Okay, on to another. Xenosaga, Episode 2. This is strange. Futuristic. It's almost like a robot RPG, to be honest with you. It's a little bit drab as far as the movement, and you can only go one direction that they make you. And you can, what's cool about it, you can bust stuff and actually get items out of it, but it didn't seem like it was really worth my time. But it was decent. Okay, on to some Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy X. Definitely a good game. I beat this game so many times. Souped up my stats to the max manually, manipulated everything. Man, I'll shank them. And I'm almost there again. It took me a whopping... It took a little while. But on to the next. X2. 10-2. Gotta love it. Hot chicks. Awesome. I know they say they made this for guys, but this is made for girl RPGers. I mean, just the way they act, you can tell. Okay. Final Fantasy 12. Always a good one. Always a good one. I like how it's free roaming. You can pretty much, you know, do dang near anything you want to, and I like how the towns are way full of people. And you can talk to damn near all of them, and it's real good. I like the whole concept. I even like the secret hunts. One of the Castlevanias, I didn't even see that. Castlevania, Lament of Innocence. I didn't really care for this one much. I like that one where you can get to summon dudes and level them up and stuff. That one, cool. I enjoyed actually just watching that game. But yes, here is some of my games, RPGs. I do got some that ain't RPGs, but I really don't think you guys would be interested in it too much. Hey, this is a classic. All the old video games from back in the day. Namco Museum 50th anniversary. That's pretty cool. If you like Pac-Man, Dragon Spirit, anything like that, even some racing games, Galaga, Space Invaders, anything like that, it is on here. There's even a few more. 14 games, it says. And I think you can unlock a couple. Yeah, you can. I remember you can. You got to get high score on a couple of them. You can unlock new games. Okay, well, if that's about the show, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I promise you, next time I'll show you something that you probably, or tell you something that you probably ain't even heard about. Because a lot of the knowledge I got, I don't even need books no more. I know where everything's at, and I figured out where the stuff is that ain't in the books. Just remember the ribbon thing, and good luck, guys. Next time I will tell you my all-time fastest record of beating Final Fantasy VII from start to beginning. And I remember this by heart. My brother dared me, and I pulled that out of the hat. Beautiful, beautiful. And I would like to see someone try and top it. Good luck. I wish I had video. I wish I had that game still, at least to save, and all that stuff. I use no Game Genie or nothing. I never do. I don't even own one. So, until next time, I bid you adieu. Until next time, I bid you adieu.